Sure. What I was saying is, unfortunately, the Obama administration has not made it a priority to prosecute felons who try to illegally purchase guns. Right. In 2010, over 15,000 felons and fugitives tried to illegally purchase a gun and were turned down. Out of those 15,000, the Obama Justice Department prosecuted just 44. Let me repeat those numbers. Out of 15,000 felons and fugitives illegally trying to purchase a gun, the Obama Justice Department only prosecuted 44. I'm introducing legislation to create a task force in the Department of Justice. We need to prosecute violent felons and fugitives. We need to go after them to protect ourselves against violent crime, and we shouldn't be stripping away the Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms of lawful, peaceful citizens.
Senator Reid, the majority leader, as you know, has called for a cloture vote at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. You and a number of your colleagues have also said that you will filibuster should the need arise. Is it your sense that the need will arise, and do you still, are you still committed to a filibuster of gun control legislation?
Well, what I think is critical, along with Senator Paul and Senator Lee and a number of other senators, is that for any bill that abridges the Bill of Rights, and in particular undermines our Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms, that at a minimum it should be subject to a 60-vote threshold, that the Senate should not adopt it just with 51 votes, but we should have a higher threshold for protecting the Bill of Rights. And that's what we're insisting upon. That's what the cloture vote will produce.
And immigration reform, it's becoming very difficult to understand some of what is happening, because the Senate is becoming all of these very important senators, whether they're in groups of 2 or gangs of 8, and the American people aren't getting exactly the clearest view of what's being deliberated by our august Senate. And I know that many of you are not being briefed by the gang of 8. What is the conservative view? What is the Senator Ted Cruz view of the way in which business is being conducted by both parties right now in the Senate?
Well, I'll confess, Lou, my mom always told me to stay away from gangs. So I have not been involved in the Gang of 8 deliberations. You know, I want to wait and see what they produce. At this point, we have not actually seen a statute. We've seen some outlines. We've seen some press releases. There are rumors that the bill is as much as 1,500 pages. And I certainly hope that's not the case. In my view, there's a lot of bipartisan agreement on immigration. If we focused where there was agreement, number one, we would get serious about securing the borders, about providing manpower and technology to finally stop the problem of illegal immigration. And number two, we would devote resources to improving and streamlining legal immigration so that we can welcome and celebrate those who follow the law and come here seeking the American dream. That's where we should focus. And I'm concerned that the president's focus on insisting on a path to citizenship for those here illegally is designed to scuttle the entire bill, because he wants a political issue rather than actually to pass common sense immigration reform.
Well, Senator, we're going to have to leave it there. I wish we had much more time. I hope you'll come back soon. We'd like to hear more of your thoughts on the issues. It seems like an ever-mounting number of issues that are critically important to the nation. Senator, thanks for being with us here tonight.